We are live on YouTube.
I bet he has never had even a dream about money.
I was even serious. Guys, join us. We're live on YouTube. This is what's happening around you. This is what you need to pay attention to. Mugagwirawo, I'm with Pamela Isamat at Chompam.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
So what is happening right now with the stalemate at KCCA? Remember the firing or the sacking of 3 heads of the authority. And this has brought a stalemate in activities.
Deputy ED,
Dorothy Chisaka, her deputy Liembazi, and the director of health services. So yesterday, the Lord Mayor, who is the political head of KCCA, did hold a presser where he stated that today they're going to be having an emergency stakeholder engagement meeting. And this stakeholder engagement meeting is going to involve speaker of the KCCA authority, that's the KCCA, the councillors of KCCA, and then it will involve mayors across, the divisions of Kampala. It's going to involve 10 MPs within Kampala, RCCs. Did I mention mayors? And then it's also going to involve other people who are concerned, because they're saying, or he was saying in explaining that this role of the ED, executive director, is very crucial in KCCA. She's the accounting officer, which means she has to deal with money. She has to deal with the important issues.
She's the ED, so
she's the ED and accounting officer. She's hands-on. So there is nothing that can go on. KCCA councillors or the council cannot sit. Money cannot exchange hands in any place. So which means activities are halted. So he was saying that they expect the minister for Kampala, who was advised, or who the president advised to appoint someone in an interim role, or people in an interim role, to probably choose one of the members of staff. Within the shortest time possible. And that is why the emergency meeting is going to be happening, or it's happening right now.
Okay.
The ED in this case, under Section 19 here, is the head of public service in the authority and also head of the administration. It is also stated under the same provision that the ED is the accounting officer. ED is the technical advisor on administrative and legal matters pertaining to the management of the council and all these other matters. Right now, that position is vacant. Members of staff are now in disarray. They don't know what's going to happen next. This is the accounting officer. Their money is to spend.
Joka Mayor no Bugambo. But did he have to use those complicated words?
What?
The members are now in disarray.
They are disorganized. They are confused.
Disarray means disorganization.
They are messed up. Yeah,
it's battered. Did you hear? He said it's battered.
Yeah.
Wow.
The guy is a lawyer.
Wow.
That guy usually, by the way, has words that he'll always bring out whenever he's speaking. You'll be like, okay.
Wow. Anyhow, we shall keep you posted. If you KCCA, we'll get it. Well, we have a notice from Bishop Stewart University in Mbarara. They're trying to clarify on allegations by one Dr. Abdallah Nkoyoyo. He's a project director for USAID, Tasso Ankole. He was doing a video. There's a video that has been circulating on social media platforms where Dr. Nkoyoyo claims, and according to the university, which is false, they say it's false, his claims are false, that female students from Bishop Stewart University engage in inappropriate behaviors like selling their bodies to him and some of his colleagues and corporates. Did he say to him?
Yes, they sell sex to him, his fellow corporates, and several other people. And he's accusing the university of failing to control its students. Yeah, that is in the video that is circulating. So the university released a statement from the senior public relations officer, who is called Rose Rankore. Rankore is dismissing these allegations. So she's saying that the allegations are false and defamatory and true. And also disrespect the university and the community of Mbarara, and particularly the women who study and live in there. And she's saying that they are baseless and they are wrong.
Do we know if the one accusing has bought before? Or?
He says.
They sell to him.
They sell to him and his friends who are also corporates.
So they bought or they didn't buy.
So the university apparently is coming out to dispute this. We don't know. For him, he's saying that he has evidence in his video that is doing rounds. He has evidence to show that these university students are involved in the act of selling. So I don't know. It's a thin line.
Why is this snitching?
Because first of all, we can't treat university students as high school kids. Yes. These are adults. And if there is a possibility that some students are engaged in this act, it does not mean every student is engaged in the act. If there is a clique of girls who are doing this, doesn't mean that the whole university now has lost control of its students and every student is doing this. Secondly, I don't know whether the university should be speaking for mature girls.
Exactly.
And saying that this is false, entirely dismissing it. Yeah? Because these are mature girls.
Me, what is removing the hair from my head? It is is the fact that an adult man can come out and say, they are selling to me. Why are you...
I don't know, because if you're buying then and you're condemning,
if you're selling to me food, I go and complain to the world that vanguze mere.
Because you're buying the food, which means you want the food.
If you don't want, don't buy. As simple as that.
He's even embarrassing himself because then he's showing that he's in the business
exactly. Exactly.
Like, seriously.
So which means he has bought before.
But we've seen, I don't know, but we know that universities have issues of, sexual scandals.
These are adults.
We've seen incidents of sexual harassment being reported in universities, like with lecturers and stuff like that for marks, and we've seen those allegations come up. And in an environment of mature people, then definitely you'll expect.
If they put us in line like this, if they call all the people that have bachelor's, diplomas, degrees, and they say, come here. Girls, those of you who got it genuinely, without flirting with a lecturer, without giving some leg, or without promising. Some of you promise and you don't deliver. Without blackmailing, and they say line up here. Out of 1,000, you remain with like 2.
What?
Yes.
Henry, no.
You like to. No. And by the way, I it's not only on the side of girls.
Yeah.
Even guys. With female lecturers.
It says a lot, because when you listen to these university students, most of the time they are complaining about increased fees, and requirements and courseworks and all that.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, some of them venture into these activities to survive, for survival purposes.
But do you also know, Pam, as we're concluding this, how many students have actually gotten married to lecturers?
I don't know how many students have gotten married.
You want me to give you a list?
But I know.
Of some public names that we know.
At a certain point, but he was not an old man, but he was a lecturer at a university, and he was dating one of the students.
Yes.
And he actually married her.
Thank you.
Actually, 2 neighbors. There's another neighbor I had back in Mbale.
Oh, yeah.
This is the guy who was a teacher, and the girl was a student, and she would show up over the weekends, and eventually these guys got married.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hence adulthood. Adulthood. Let people connect and interact. But however, if it goes beyond to blackmail,
exposing and embarrassing, tarnishing the name of
the relationships have to be, in an ethical way. I've never seen a university that comes out and says probably they are prohibiting relations between lecturers and students. Like, it's not supposed to happen. These are old people.
Yeah.
I am at campus. I am my 36 years. Life is living.
And how does this guy actually know that he's because did they show him ID that we are connected to? And is that ID legit?
Man, that guy. Anyhow, 20 minutes we'll
Okay, just one more. Today is the World Contraceptive Day. And it's a day that reminds youths out there to use contraceptives to avoid pregnancies. According to a Uganda demographic health survey report of 2022, it showed that 29.9% of sexually active unmarried girls, this is between the ages of 15 to 19 years, are now using contraceptives.
Yes.
And the others, 7 out of these girls, out of that particular number, use condoms condoms. Yeah, that is out of that 11.9%. But 7 out of every 10 girls don't use any contraceptives.
Yes.
And the thought behind it is that contraceptives are family planning methods. So why would a teenager opt for contraceptives even if they are sexually active?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, there's allegedly there's a male contraceptive pill.
Yeah.
For males.
Hey.
Yeah, like you
I
take
didn't know
it
that.
and you don't shoot. Yeah.
I mean, you don't. Oh, you don't. The bullets don't fire.
Yeah. You know, like an empty gun.
This is the mid-morning Tukone 100.2 Galaxy TV. Jikonkone. Galaxy TV. Jikonkone. Galaxy TV. Jikonkone. Galaxy TV.